This episode of the Paddy Wagon is brought to you by Somatic Therapy NYC. If you're ready to experience the transformative power of somatic therapy, contact Andrea at somatictherapynyc.com or check out Somatic Therapy NY on Instagram to learn more and schedule your first session. Discover how good it feels to truly be in harmony with yourself. Hey everybody, pull up a seat. I have just topped off my glass. Why don't you grab your favorite beverage and join me? This is the Paddy Wagon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our next installment of the Paddy Wagon. Today we welcome back an old friend of the show. Still a friend, but an old friend. Someone who is near and dear to my heart, as Will Ferrell would say, my little China doll. Deanna. The fucking look you gave me. You don't even know what I'm talking about, do you?
No, I don't even want to. I don't dislike Will Ferrell, but...
You just told me you do by saying that.
No, I messed up. Horrible
my
intro
little
on my
China
part.
doll. I think he was talking about Christina Applegate in... Now, I've seen that shit. Now, watch me get it wrong, and people will be like, you're an idiot. You got the wrong movie. Anchorman, my little China doll.
I should know that.
What's good? How have you been?
I've been great. I've been good. Just adulting, living the dream, trying to keep it fun, keep it cute. Keep it fun, keep it cute, like the China doll that I am.
Keep it cute. She's not Chinese, by the way. It was just a reference to my favorite things in
Hopefully
life.
they remember
China
I'm
doll.
black. Hopefully
She's black.
Yeah, I'm black.
She's black. She's black and Chinese. It's
I'm
a
not.
beautiful
I'm
combo.
just black.
Just black.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Don't lie to the people.
Hold on. Dominican. Didn't we talk about this? I'm trying to think. We talked about things.
I get Dominican all the time.
Oh, you get Dominican.
All
That's
the
what
time.
it was. That's why Dominican?
I don't know. I asked my mom, and I was like, "Lady, did something?" I just growled.
I just settle on black. I just settle on black when I'm like there's like white dude, white chick, black chick, Asian. Like I just kind of like if I have to reference that with somebody, it's like I don't try to get all into the nitty gritty because then you get in trouble.
Yeah, it's not. People will tell you, but no, I'm just black. But if I were like Afro Latina, I would gladly. You let everyone know. Oh, I'd be like, you know what I am? I'm Dominican. Yeah. Like people are just like, I asked you if you wanted coffee or not. Like, I would be obnoxious with it. So
that is true. That everyone, all Latinos, want you to know exactly what we are.
I just think culture is beautiful, and sometimes being from America, like I went on a trip recently, and I'm just like, hi, I'm from America. We went to Japan, like Hiroshima. Awful.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
How was that trip?
Oh, it was great. I loved it. Like, I'm just like dual citizenship. That's possible, right?
I've never heard somebody go to Japan and was like, you know what? Didn't enjoy myself.
I loved it. It was probably my favorite, like, overall. People, culture, food, experience, cleanliness. Greatest toilets. The toilets are great. I kept sending pictures of toilets.
Bidet. They got them ass cleaning toilets for you?
My mom was like, why do you keep sending me pictures of toilets? I was like, shut up, woman. They're great. They open up and then they spray a deodorizer before you go.
Really? Mm-hmm. I hate this country. Now, when we're having this conversation, like you walk,
I hate
like you're just like driving down a highway and you're like, you know what? I need to use the restroom. And somehow you end up in a place where it's like, how did somebody shit on the wall? Like, did they have to stand on the toilet?
I don't understand how stuff doesn't. How do you not get it in the toilet? It's a big bin. It's pretty hard to miss.
One would think. And then I find out women will tell me that the women's rooms are nastier than the men's rooms, which I find hard to believe.
No, believe it, because we have stuff.
She said, you better believe this.
I mean, we leak stuff. We got stuff coming out of us that you don't usually have, and that stuff's not the cleanest. So just add that on.
Okay. Did you get that, folks? Women leak stuff. It's not the cleanest.
I get what I'm saying.
And normally we don't leak that stuff.
I mean, I'm sure
what are you doing? Like we just can't sit down. You're saying, how do you not get it in the toilet? You just said we're leaking stuff.
No. It's just the stuff that we leak is gross on its own. So even if you do get in the toilet, it's just not like it's not pee. It's kind of nasty. And it's just this stuff. Okay. I thought, okay. I'm just saying. It just makes sense in my mind.
Shit. Shit. All right. I didn't know we were going that direction.
I'm so sorry.
So anyway, back to leaking stuff.
Yeah,
Wow. We just get right into it. We're going to be banned in all the different countries you travel to. Yeah. Shit. Nobody's going to listen to this. Talking crazy.
Yeah. Well, in Japan, it wouldn't be a problem because the shit's deodorized and it cleans itself for you. It's amazing.
Deodorized.
Yeah.
How is the like?
Bathrooms,
so everything's clean.
Everything. There was no litter. I was so confused. There's no litter. Everything's because they respect things. It's not like, oh, it's about me. I don't want this shit. They just are like, we respect everything. So clean. Like if I passed out on that ground, I'd be okay laying there for a little bit. If I passed out in New York, get me the fuck up. I don't want whatever disease I'm festered in.
I got a whole new type of AIDS. They don't even know what it is yet.
Jeez Louise. Like, you
Oh
get it.
my God. I do. And you know what a friend brought up to me today? Mm-hmm. Do you remember? It's going to be about 10 years ago now. Do you remember HitchBot?
One more time?
HitchBot. It was a robot.
You repeated it, and I really thought it was going to clear things up for me the second time you said it.
No, I repeated it. I said some crazy shit, and you were like, can you repeat that to me? And I was like, yeah. And you were like, yep, still don't know what it is. So it was a hitchhiking robot that fucking made its way all the way across Canada. Okay? The whole way. Just a whole fucking weird looking robot. Kind of like those dogs you see that they have those dogs. And it was, kind of ahead of its time in a weird way for the design. But it did. It made it the whole way across Canada. Then it got to Philly and somebody fucked that thing up and it was no more.
Yeah, I believe. So when we were in Japan, we had a tour guide one day and he said the only time his stuff got stolen was when he went to the U.S. consulate.
What is it about us? We just love to not be friendly. And I do. I think that's a shitty statement to make. Let me back that up. We got a lot of good people in this country, you being one of them. But damn it, I feel like we really try to do ourselves dirty by just letting everybody know. Like, we can be assholes.
I just think that other cultures just do a really good job of highlighting caring about others. And I think, because I can be selfish. Let me tell I hate sharing. I'm going to tell you that now.
So I tell my wife, selfish is okay. You got to take care of yourself.
Facts.
It's the way in which you do it that can make you an asshole. But there's nothing wrong with being selfish. Yeah.
I'm also an only child.
Do you think
I'm not used to splitting shit.
Oh, shit. Yeah. You were that kid at the birthday party. It's like, she just doesn't share. He said that black girl doesn't share.
I don't know. I don't know. Like spitting on a cake. What the fuck is that about? Spitting candles out is disgusting. You don't need to do all that shit for a slice of cake. That is nasty.
Wow. We're back to the opinions topic. Oh, shit. I never thought about that. That is fucking nasty.
It's disgusting. Kids are gross.
Wow. Don't spit on the cake. Who's not spitting on the cake when they blow it out? Adults are spitting on the cake.
Everybody's spitting on
the cake. And then there's always the parent that puts on the candles that can't be blown out, so it's extra spitty because some little shithead has to go back in there 3-4 times.
That's just nasty. I don't need that. This chocolate cake is too generic for me to suffer through this. I don't. It's disgusting. So I was probably not sharing like hand sanitizer. It's probably me. I'm a big hand sanitizer. Yeah, think about it.
Now I don't want cake.
You're welcome.
You just ruined cake. We got a kid's birthday party coming up, and now I'm not sure about this.
Don't eat the fucking cake. Do cupcakes.
I'll just have this slice of pizza over here. I don't need any of that shit. Damn. So what are you drinking tonight?
I just have a beer. We're starting off with a Michelob Ultra. Sponsors. I don't know if I'm allowed to say. Are you going to bleep this out?
Sponsors? No, this episode's brought to you by Michelob Ultra. Let's see. What can we come up with? For those who like to exercise in beer commercials, watch their figure and only consume 3 calories. Michelob Ultra. How was that? I could do voiceover shit.
Honestly, that wasn't bad. I'd drink it.
That was kind of sexy. I made myself hard with that voice.
You know,
damn it, I missed you.
At least someone's aroused. So I'm happy for you.
She said at least someone's aroused. She's like, well, sir, it's not me.
If it's not me, I
don't blame you. I'm a fucking disaster. Don't worry about me. So you got your Mick Ultra, okay?
Yeah.
I'm almost out of one of my favorites here. It's a single malt Irish whiskey. It's a Napogue. I always think I'm saying this wrong. Napogue Castle.
So is that a Scotch or
Scotch? Sure. What part of single malt Irish whiskey did you not understand, or do you not know whiskeys, scotches, and bourbons, and all that good stuff? Are you goofing?
Did you just call me a stupid bitch? That was a little aggressive, man. I was just curious. Is Scotch only from Scotland or something?
It is. Not
so
a huge fan.
I guess okay. I did know.
I did insult you, didn't I? I came out of the gates hot. It was just funny to me.
Drink. I don't care about your whiskey anymore.
She got real black there for a second. She's not gonna fuck about your whiskey. So whiskeys, bourbons, it's all like about the content, right? But Scotch comes from Scotland, and I actually don't like it. I'm gonna ask you a stupid question. Have you ever eaten a Band-Aid?
If I said yeah, no, I don't. I'm kidding. No, I don't believe so.
Chloroseptic. Remember that stuff you'd spray in your mouth if you had a sore throat?
Yes, I do actually.
Okay. So when I was a kid and we would use that, it was a nasty taste. And I would say it had a very medicinal taste. And I would say that stuff tastes like I think a Band-Aid would taste. And nobody knew what I was talking about. People looked at me like I was crazy. But every once in a while, somebody would go, I know what you mean. So my question is, do you know what I mean?
So yeah, I know what like the medicinal kind of taste is. So I'm with you on that. So I think I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I got you.
Right. So depending on what part of Scotland, right, you have the lowlands and the highlands and all that stuff. So depending on where it's made, and I'm going to get this wrong because I'm not really a Scotch person, but I believe the highlands have more of like a peat moss flavor. That's where that flavor comes from. So if it's made there, it's got a very peaty taste, which is very just medicinal. It's just disgusting. Gotcha. I don't know how people drink it. But I think, and any of the listeners, comment on social media, just send me a message or hate mail, whatever it is, if I got it wrong. But I think the lowlands is more like a whiskey, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
After I've just insulted one of my near and dear friends, I invited her back to the show only to talk shit. I'm so sorry.
You should be, but it's okay. It's fine. It was you wanted the moment to sound smart, so hopefully you were correct. Because if not, I'm gonna.
I don't know why it hit me as funny.
I'm gonna let you know.
I know. I don't know why I said it like that. I was just like, damn, I just said whiskey, and she's like, is that Scotch? But I guess if you don't drink them, wow, what an ass! It's like inviting somebody in your house and just spitting on them. I just
like the cake. So you're just like you piece of
like
cake.
The cake, exactly like the cake.
Yeah,
that's all I'm going to think about now at birthday parties. And some little turd.
I just saved your life. You're welcome. Actually, just think about it. It's disgusting.
You did. Yeah. What else? No, shit. Well, okay. Last time you were here, which I will tell you this, probably one of our best episodes. Not just because I liked having you on, but everyone that listened was like, I love her. Like, she's great. It was fun. The banter back and forth, everything was awesome. But they really liked your opinions because you got a lot of opinions. Now, I think if you think about like opinions now, right? Everyone's got one. And the opinions usually go towards some sort of political this or political that, where you're left saying, keep your opinions to yourself. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to argue with you. But your opinions are engaging. They're interesting. It's a debate. Umbrellas. Adults should carry umbrellas. You're very passionate about that.
Yes.
And there was sandwich stuff. What was it? There was something with a sandwich or soup. I can't remember. There were a few.
I don't remember all of them, but I don't love sandwiches. I also don't love soup. Yeah. I still feel that
was
way.
It. You don't love sandwiches and soup. What do you feel about the combo? When you go to a place and they're like, we'll do half sandwich, half soup. That's got to be a nightmare.
they have to combo it because they're so weak on their own. But I mean, I guess it's like, why
Here's
not?
2 pieces of shit for you to eat.
Yeah,
so
you're just doing shitty
one.
with shitty. And don't get me wrong, I'll eat anything. I'm gonna be honest, but like, it's okay. I just it doesn't fill me up. I like to be gluttonously full. I don't know if that's a word. Gluttonously.
Oh, I'm disgusting.
Yeah, like I want to gross you out.
So Japan,
Yes,
sushi, real sushi, good food, stuff we don't get over here. Good. Now, when I eat sushi, I need to be like medevaced out of that place, like because it's like a bomb in your stomach. You don't realize you're full until 3 hours later. We were like, I ate way too much. Is that you?
So, first off, when I went there, I only ate cooked sushi. I never did raw sushi in America.
Okay.
I don't love the fish. Kind of like when you were saying, like the medicinal, like the fishy raw, when you get that smell, it's a little overpowering for me. So when we went there and I was like, you know what? I'm in Japan. Let's just try it. Who cares? Let's go. Loved it. And I'm like, oh man, this is great. And so to your point, stuffing myself. I was just, if it was something in it, that sounds, never heard of that, I would eat it. So yes, in a way. But what's crazy is that like you stuff yourself and then you're kind of hungry, or you're kind of full. And then I would get hungry like 3 hours later or 2 hours later. Cause if you think about it, you're just eating slices of fish. That's all.
Yeah.
It's
the rice.
It's the rice. Yeah, it's the rice for sure.
The rice does you dirty. Yeah, I went to California with a friend, and he had been in Japan a couple times, I believe. And he was like, you got to have the tuna cheek. You got to have all these different things. And I'm like, I've never had that in my life. He's like, you got to ask for it. You normally don't see it. So, or tuna jaw, that's what it was. And they brought this like legitimate like chunk of a jaw out. And the meat on it was so tender, and it had this char to it. And I'm like, man, I'm missing out. So thank you for introducing me to that. But like, some of the places you go in the States, I think it's like fucking bluegill. Like just like, it's like, I don't know if this is sushi grade, but you're going to want to cook this stuff. No. Yeah. It's not good. That smell too hits you because there's a clean fish smell. And then there's like,
yes.
Like this shit was wrapped in a newspaper 25 minutes ago smell.
Yeah, it smells like dirty water. Have you ever smelled like a dirty, like when you go to like Applebee's or not, my bad, Applebee's if you guys are listeling. But like when they wipe down
we're going to lose our sponsorship with Applebee's.
Look, I actually
Something
like Applebee's.
Good in the neighborhood.
They're cheap.
Fucking fish flavored water. Go, I'm going to need you to explain.
The water?
Applebee's is not a sponsor, okay? I want to let you know right now. We're Max and Irma's here. All right, so Applebee's, continue.
Well, it doesn't just have to be Applebee's. It could be a lot of restaurants, but like a stale water smell. The last time I smelt it, it was at Applebee's, but it just smells stale. You know what I'm talking about? Or like a dish rag, like a wet dish rag that's been sitting there for a while.
Oh, shit. That rag that people don't wring out and they leave balled up.
Yes! And they just wipe that shit all over the tables. I'm like, I know you smell this. And so
just wring it into a glass and here, just drink this.
Fuck. That's basically like sushi in America. So the funny thing is, okay, so I went in June. It is now the beginning of August. So I've been back. I got back in July. I haven't had sushi in America. So I want to go to like a nice restaurant. I'm gonna be pissed if I go to just like a regular decular place. I'm gonna make a Michelin restaurant reservation because I don't want to try American sushi. I want to get as close as possible because I know I'm just gonna be mad. I know it.
Listen, don't judge because a lot of them, if you go to a nice restaurant, a lot of those folks have been trained to do this in Japan. Now, hopefully they're also the ones responsible for ordering the food, right? Like, hey, we're going to be paying dough for this, but this is what I want ordered, right? Because you don't want
that.
like
See, I shouldn't assume.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah. We all do it. I'm sitting here talking shit too. I went out. We got sound crazy. I would eat out of a dumpster. Let's start with that. Okay. I'm not really judgy with food, but sometimes you eat some nasty shit and you're like, I don't know if I would do that again. Sorry. You spit a beer.
Yeah. Sorry.
So they got this place called Sushi Bomb. and it's like made to order, all you can eat. But it's good. It's good sushi. They make it fresh, bring it out to you. And I'm sitting there, and my son was there, and he's starting to get a little more adventurous with what he eats. So steaks and like good, like telling a 13-year-old, like, when you get a steak, get it medium rare, get a little red in there. And, you can't convince kids, but he's like, that's the way it's supposed to be eaten. And he ate it. And he's like, it's great. It's tender. So, he's been on this food kick. So I'm trying to be adventurous in front of him. So I get, a couple rolls, and I say, all right, well, let's get some actual sushi. And so I see tobiko, which is the eggs. So I'm like, why is that listed under the sushi part? Mm-hmm. Like, am I just going to get a spoonful of little fish eggs, or what's going on? So I order the tobiko to see what comes out, and sure enough, it looked like a roll, but it was just the nori, the seaweed, just filled with eggs.
With those the little orange.
And I'm going to be honest with you. These were the red ones, right?
Oh, you had red ones. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's talk about dirty dish rags, because when I ate those fish eggs, like, I don't know how to explain it. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. And I was like, yeah, they were like little flavor crystals in a way.
Okay.
But like those flavor crystals were like weirdly dirty sock flavored.
Yikes.
But somehow I didn't hate it. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, that's actually the questionable part. Somehow you didn't hate it, and that's your descriptive term?
My wife's looking at me, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. Because let's be real. I said, can I order a big spoonful of fish eggs, which they brought out, and it was super fishy, but it wasn't a dirty, gross fish, but it also wasn't. I don't know. I'm torn.
I don't know.
Torn.
It's crazy because I liked it. It sounds like you need a taste test.
I did try to eat a chicken foot once. Had fucking toenails.
Yeah, chicken feet.
Yeah, I was trying to be adventurous, and so got sushi, and I just happened to look back.
Chicken feet? Where the fuck were you eating?
It was like one of these let's blend all cultures together type places.
That's different.
And it was sushi. They had hibachi. They had some Chinese food. Because they generally, a lot of the places will kind of mix and match.
Okay.
Because like, people won't eat this, we'll eat this.
Was it an Asian restaurant?
It was, yeah.
Okay.
It was legit sushi, but there was some Chinese things on the menu. I think they had some Thai.
I get it. I'm thinking of a different style of chicken feet, like Southern. When you eat chicken feet, like in the South, you're talking about Asian culture.
Okay, Southern chicken feet. How's that prepared? Is it cooked?
Okay, wait, chill a little bit. I don't know. I don't eat chicken feet.
Okay, but let's be honest. It's probably cooked.
Yeah, it's cooked.
It's probably it's mixed in with something.
It's definitely cooked. I couldn't tell you how, but they're cooked. They're not just raw feet.
Right? That's it. I didn't judge. I wasn't like she knows about chicken feet.
She know about chicken feet. She sounds like an expert on.
She had herself some chicken talons. Okay, that's not what I'm doing here.
Talons.
You brought that. Well, I'll get to the talons in a second.
Oh, I love birds. We should talk about that later.
Please remind me about the birds. But okay. I'm getting all the sushi and I'm getting everything to eat. And I just happened to look like up under the little, like in the window. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I grabbed like this little plate and I kind of look at it. I was like, oh, damn, that's like chicken feet. But like somebody went on a chicken murdering spree.
Oh, God.
And they were just like, I like to collect chicken legs. Like they just were some psychopath that had this weird, creepy fetish about dismembering chickens. Okay. I am convinced these things weren't even cooked. It was just a little dish with a plate, just the chicken leg standing up, like sawed off at the knee. And so I said, I'm going to eat this because I'm adventurous. That's what I do. Food doesn't scare me. I'll try anything once. Let me tell you what I will not try once is a chicken foot, because when that motherfucker hit my mouth, picture eating this area of your thumb. Just this tenderness and consistency between your thumb and your index finger, and eating that and going, it's like an octopus texture, but like wrapped in tendons. And then to top it off, this thing needed a damn pedicure. Is it pedicure with the feet? Is that the foot one, or I always mix them up?
Yeah,
Manicures,
the foot
hands.
one.
Yeah, this thing needed a petty, as they say, because I had chicken talons touching my tongue. And
they should have taught you how to eat it. Do people? Because I don't know how to do that. So I was like, did you lose me?
I mean,
No,
I did for a second. I got you. I don't know how. There were no instructions. Like, it wasn't like, hey, if you're gonna eat, like, how do you eat this? Like, I wanted to eat it and like pick my teeth with its toenails afterwards. So, like, that was kind of what I was thinking. I know, but it like wasn't.
You're such a dude.
Like, okay. Again, not a reference to the fact that you who you are, but like wings, right? You get wings and you eat a wing, and you know where the bone is at. And if you pull this bone here, this meat, and you get it apart. You get it apart. There was none of that with this foot. It was like all just still kind of connected to everything, and I didn't know what I was supposed to do with it, so I just set it back, and it was the best. The lady comes up to me.
Best decision, just to send it back.
It was the best decision, but this is how I turned Asian. Is how this worked. The lady comes up. She goes, eat? And she pointed at the foot, and I looked her dead in the eyes, and I said, I know eat. And she just shoved it away to get this fucking.
At least, she knew. At least she tried it. And
I kind of half tried it, so I still can't really say I tried. All I can say is I rubbed a chicken talon across my tongue, and I did not care for it. Okay.
That sounds.
Does that qualify?
I wouldn't. I don't know how to look at you in this moment, because I would have drawn the line at the talons. I think you should try. I love the adventurous side of you. I love to try anything, but the talon. Why am I scraping this against my tongue?
I don't know. Did you ever test a 9-volt battery with your tongue?
You already know the answer to that, and it's no. Like, why would I do? Maybe you like that. You like that? No,
you got to test the 9-volt. If you got to change the damn smoke detector. You go, is this bad? And you touch it and it burns your tongue, and you're like, oh, okay, it's still good.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Who's licking batteries?
That's how you test them.
That's how you test them.
That's how.
I test them like that.
Jamie, look that up for me real quick. Pull that up. If you need to, it's the only battery because both terminals can touch your tongue at the same time. So if you
I'm not looking
do that,
no,
you literally you're kind of tasering your tongue. You're like muscles contract in your tongue, and you go, oh, this 9 volts good.
Can you do a poll and ask people at the end of this episode, like, do 100%. You lick a battery? I feel like we 100%. Tried. I think we had this before.
What is it? We did not. I have to go back and listen. We did not talk about fucking 9 volts before.
No, it wasn't 9 volts, but it was something ridiculous that you said, and I was like, absolutely not. All right, write that down. There's probably gonna be a lot of polls after this because that actually sounds like something people do. I just don't lick batteries. I've never licked batteries. The only thing actually, I'm going to stop there.
Go ahead. You can't stop.
I was going to say something about stuff that I put in my mouth, but I'm like, you know what?
She said it, folks, not me.
I didn't say it. I stopped. I stopped.
You implied.
No, everybody can piece together what they want.
We'll piece together. The 9 volt is where we're going with this. We're going to put it out there. Please comment. We will post this clip. But I need to know, like, if you find if you find a 9 volt in a drawer, first thing you do. What are you pointing at?
My fire alarm. I was like, should I climb up there?
You got it looks like 14-foot ceilings from this camera angle, so I don't think you're getting that out of there without a ladder.
Wait a minute. How do you know how tall my ceiling? I mean, it's just like a regular room. Is that 14?
No, 14 would be crazy high, but it the camera angle totally looks like it is like the highest. You don't even look like you have ceilings. You're just in some crazy room with really high walls.
Well, I mean, here, I'm going to tilt.
All right
there.
Go.
See?
Oh, that's standard.
It's not far. I just like a certain angle because once you get down here, chin hairs. And it's like, now. So I try to keep it.
How tall are you? Let's go there.
I'm 5'7".
Okay, you're sitting. What does that doesn't even matter because I was going to say, well, maybe
it
you're
doesn't
short.
Matter. You got a fucking beard. Women aren't. It's not. Oh, I'm not talking. Oh, okay, my bad.
I'm not talking about your beard. I'm talking about your height. What I was saying.
Facial hair.
I don't see any facial hair on you. Okay,
because of the angle. Here,
there you go. The angles. See? She's covering up that. What do you shave with? Is that a 1 or a 2?
I don't shave my beard. I'm fortunate enough I can pluck with a It's just like it's just weird. I'm told this happens when you get older as a woman.
Hair. Every woman gets hair.
I'm okay with getting hair. I'm just not gonna put the camera up where you can see my chin hairs and my double chin and all my turkey goblet. You know, I'm not trying to do all of that. You know, when you get like this, see.
I didn't know any of that. And my wife's like, don't retake that picture. Exactly. Look at that angle. You can't sit there and do that.
I got to be as flattering as possible. What the fuck are you talking about? I can only do so much of my voice. Once my face is on camera, you got to try to get it right. So.
Yeah, but then I did it, and I looked, and I was like, oh, I look like a fat pig.
Like,
look at me.
Yikes.
I'm freaking gross.
Have you ever looked at yourself and you're like, that's me?
I said, redo that angle. I said, you got to stand up. You got to look down at me. Don't look up. Got my damn fat neck.
Yeah.
This beard covers up that fat neck.
It covers up a lot. I wouldn't know. I didn't mean it that way. I wouldn't know your neck was fat. I can't tell.
I don't know. Look at that.
Oh! No, kid. It is fat. Put it back down. Kidding. He doesn't have a fat neck, everybody. It's a normal size neck. I don't
have a fat neck. But I will say, though, the last time I shaved, kids were not a fan. My daughter looked at me.
Your whole face?
The whole face. I don't know what, I hadn't shaved in years. And I said, I just want to get rid of it for a little bit. I'll grow it back. I wanted to like touch my face. It was just this weird feeling of not, and I did it. And my daughter was just like, you're gross. Oh, no. Like she just looked straight into my eyes and said, you're gross. I said, I know I'm gross.
But you weren't supposed to know yet.
Yeah, you didn't need to tell me that. But now our baby's about to be 1. And,
oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, shit. Yeah. Yeah, we had a baby.
Congrats.
Thank you very much. Yeah, he's going to be 1 year old. And I wanted to do that like thing that they do online where the dad like
terrify the shit out of your child.
Yeah, they like hold the towel in front of their face and then they come back 5 minutes later shaved and do it again and all the babies cry.
You want to do that?
No, not now. That's my guy, man. I don't want him to dislike me.
So you're just going to wait till he actually can form a bigger memory bank where you just talk about it in therapy?
Do it. He'll be talking about it in therapy. There was this weird guy who sounded like my dad and then picked me up and touched me and then put his mouth to my belly and made weird noises. Yeah, we don't need that. That's some therapy shit right there.
Yeah, I could tell. Is this a personal experience? That was very, very intricate.
It was very detailed.
It was.
Hey, speaking of therapy, how was stand-up? You like that? That is literally the worst.
I was like, I didn't say I went to therapy. Did you go to therapy?
But what I was going to say is I find that you probably found it therapeutic. What people don't know is Deanna has decided to go out and start doing stand-up comedy.
Yes. Is it therapeutic?
I think it should be. You can get up there and take a shot at something and you can say something. And even if it doesn't land, you still took a shot at it.
Yeah.
And you find something humorous. At least that's the way I look at it, right?
I never looked at it that way, to be honest. That's a good way to
get a shot. The humor's in the attempt. The comedy, right? One of my favorites is Patrice O'Neill. And they put him on some debate, and it was about like off-color jokes that shouldn't be told. And it was like he's defending himself, and then there was like a feminist or something like that. And she's like, you cannot tell these jokes. And he was like, I absolutely can tell these jokes. We just he said, we are fighting for the ability to try to be funny. I can tell a joke. You don't have to laugh. You can hate the joke. You can be offended by it and whatever. But all we're looking for is just allow us the attempt. Just let us try to be funny. And I think that's really well put. Like, that's true is, listen, if I tell you a joke right now, you're either going to laugh or not laugh. Or maybe even worse, you're offended. But I still should be awarded the opportunity to try to make you laugh, right? Yeah. If I go out to be a jerk and I'm like, let me say something that's not funny, but it's a joke. See, what I hate is when somebody says something nasty and they go, I was just joking. You're like, no, you were being a dick.
Yes, yeah. That's not comedy. That's you.
No, that's being rude and then not being able. I can appreciate someone being awful if they're at least honest with what their intentions were. If somebody was like, you know what? Yeah, I don't care for people that with that skin tone or anything, and I stand by what I said. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I want to be your friend. But at least you're honest.
I knew you were a racist or like a bigot or whatever the word is. Yeah.
And now I know what I'm dealing with, right?
I knew it. And you're not funny.
And I'm not funny. You're not funny. But like, yeah, it's just like you just want a little truth in advertising, right? And now I know who I can avoid, and now I know who not to talk to.
Absolutely.
It's like those fake ass apologies you get.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still wanting that dude that was at the Coldplay concert to come out with an apology.
Oh, he just needs to talk about comedy. That was a joke. Okay, yeah. I've never cheated on my spouse, but if I did, I would have been a little bit cooler in the space. I'm just saying.
How would you have been in that moment?
So, I again, I'd be no expert, but I think it's like you're gonna freak out. It's obvious because you're doing something you're not supposed to, but I would be like, okay, play cool. Because like who's watching like Coldplay replays of the Kiss Cam from their concert in Ontario? Nobody's watching that. So I would think I'd be cool. But
they had
also,
a body language expert review that, and they said if they would have played it cool, nobody would have known.
Why do I know that man's in an affair? All you had to do was play it cool. Now you dipping and dodging and stuff. You're too old. Your knees can't do that. That's not natural for you. You're bringing too much attention. It was just too much.
I loved it.
Again, I'm no expert in cheating, so I'm not really sure how that works. But
that motherfucker deflated. The girl looked down. He collapsed. He was like, I'm paralyzed.
Like those dummies that just like blow in the wind. I'm like, stand
those
up.
Fucking
stand
wacky
up in your
inflatable
adultery,
arm tube, man.
bitch.
But I want him to apologize because I already know the apology. Because I know the apology.
Let me hear it.
I realized the transgressions that were made and how I've hurt my wife. I didn't realize how my actions would affect other people. And I'm going to use this time for self-reflection and healing and try to ask for forgiveness. But it's always about, I didn't realize what I said would hurt so many people. You hear that a lot with like bigoted ass comments and shit.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, exactly what you meant when you said
you make too much money for this. You fucking know.
You got caught. And now you're backtracking. And just say, listen, I used some bad judgment and I said some nasty shit that I don't forgive myself for. I'm a bad piece of, like, the dude should just come out and go, I'm a piece of shit that got caught cheating on my wife. I've embarrassed my family, my friends, and myself, and I don't deserve to be forgiven. I can only hope that they do. Boom, I would respect the shit out of that because that's just honest.
I'm a big fan of genuine apologies because I think and when people, it doesn't have to be like the CEO of a company, but like when you get like a genuine apology, and that doesn't mean you have to accept it, but I'm like, you know what? I appreciate it. Fuck you. But I appreciate a genuine apology that's actually like, I could tell you put thought in this.
Yeah.
I respect that. I'm a big fan.
Yeah. My bad doesn't cut it.
Yeah, like my bad, or I'm sorry you feel that way. That's not an apology, dude. Fuck you. If you were sorry I felt this way, you wouldn't make me feel this way in the first place.
I will say, so I don't want to say this. I don't fake apologize. I actually will tell people, I'm sorry you feel that way. And that's all you're going to get. Like, I'm sorry that you're upset with me. I recently had something, without getting into details, with somebody where it was some comments were made. And I said, listen, you were the one translating what I'm saying the wrong way. I stand by what I said because I meant what I said. And what I said wasn't nasty, and what I said wasn't mean. What I said was an observation that I think you should try to be better. And if you feel differently, I'm not going to apologize for it because I'm not doing anything wrong here. I'm sorry you feel the way you feel.
But see, that sounds different than, you don't like what I said? Sorry you feel that way, bitch. Kind of how you talked to me earlier when I asked you about the scotch. You see the difference here?
I did.
Yeah, I did that's the difference. But
I'm sorry that I offended you. I didn't realize my words would hurt so many.
No, you don't have to apologize to me. I'm not asking for an apology.
Describing whiskey and scotch.
That's okay.
My transgressions have caught up with me.
Fights make friendships and relationships stronger.
Don't they? Isn't that the truth?
No, for real, it does. Yeah.
Oh, I'm saying
like
that is
seriously.
That is 100% the truth.
It is.
There is nothing better than being able to look somebody in the eyes and apologize from the bottom of your heart.
Yeah.
And there's nothing better than truly forgiving somebody.
For real. One of my friends, so I am a single woman, but a lot of my friends or people in my life are married. And I like to ask them, like, what's one thing from your marriage that, and everybody, you have different things every year because you grow. And I asked one of my friends, and she said, my biggest thing was learning how to like argue with my spouse. And like arguing is important. You still have to like respect the person. This is the person you're married to. You can't say some shit that cuts too deep, and you can't. I think Michelle Obama wrote about something like that too in her book. I remember reading that too, where it's like arguments are important because that's how you learn how you treat and respect people when you're disagreeing. And like you're supposed to disagree. You're not supposed to agree all the time.
People are honest when they're mad. People are honest when they're mad. So you can listen and let somebody be mad, and then you're like, okay, well now I know where you're coming from.
Yeah. But you still have to respect that person if you care. If I don't care about you, that's a different story. But
so what is the question you ask? You said you ask people.
Oh, the question was just like, what's the thing that you learn in your marriage? And her response was learning how to like argue with my spouse. That was her biggest takeaway from like her first few years of marriage, because her husband, he's more of a like, okay, I'm listening, I'm stepping away, like give me a break. But she took it as, you're not listening to me. Like, why are you stepping away? You're just ignoring me. And she's like, I had to learn that that's okay. But like, we had to communicate like what's happening. And so like, for me, I'm a yeller. I yell and then I'm good. Like I yell, me and my parents will yell at each other. I yell.
Get it out.
Yeah, just get it out. And then it's like, we never say anything bad. It's just stupid yelling shit. But I remember I yelled at a friend once and it like fucked her up. And I was like, dang. Then I had to learn that not everybody yells. Some people can't handle yelling, and they're just like, do you hate me? And I'm like, bitch, what? I was ready to take a shot with you like 10 minutes later. But people don't know. So I had to learn
That's
too.
a good point. And there's some deep-seated shit there where it was like, did somebody yell at her when she was younger?
Exactly.
Did you grow up in a house where people yell? And so I'm with you. Like I realized that, even like jokes, right? Jokes don't land with everybody.
Yeah.
Certain ways of talking don't land.
Yeah,
I've
absolutely.
got to talk with my son different than I talk with my daughter.
Absolutely.
What I learned about marriage is, I don't want to say what a piece of shit I am, because I don't think I'm a piece of shit, but like it is genuine reflection and realizing that actions and words can definitely hurt people. And I say things, not mean, but I say things that are often misinterpreted. And I'm like, I can't expect my wife to understand what I'm saying. So I have to go back and I'm like, listen, this is what I meant.
Yeah.
And again, they're never anything nasty. They're just kind of like I raised my voice with you, like scotch, whiskey.
Yeah.
That was a question like, oh, you're drinking scotch? And I'm joking going, what part of whiskey didn't you understand? But the tone of my voice was like, shit, he's really yelling at me. What's wrong with this dude?
Yeah.
Invites me on his show and treats me like shit.
Yeah, treats me like shit. But that's like you have your friend. And I think like, again, I'm not married, but I think a marriage is just a friendship. I think you have to, because friends are important.
Oh, hell yeah.
People, sometimes your friend break. I don't know. I'm assuming dudes go through this, but like friend breakups, oh my God, they will fuck you up. Somebody
friendship
you really
is friendship,
care about.
and a lot of men don't speak about friendship. We don't talk about how much it hurts when a friend doesn't call us back, or when we're not included in something, or when you grow apart from people. Like that shit hurts. And it's okay to admit it, but we're programmed from generations of this is how you're supposed to act as a man. There's so many of us in fucking therapy where it's just like, it's okay to cry. I cry all the time.
I love when men cry. Now, don't be a bitch. Like, I don't want to cry. If I'm crying all the time, there's something wrong. We shouldn't be crying every single minute of the day, but crying is healthy. TV show,
heartfelt TV shows, well-written movies, things like that will get me. We watched Afterlife with Ricky Gervais on Netflix recently. You got emotional side to you? You cry a little bit? I cry. So I said, don't be a bitch. I am one. I cry at everything. That's why the older I get, because my parents are getting older, and that's when my perspective started to change. And I'm like, oh man, people aren't going to be around. You got to go on vacation with your parents? That's great. That's nice. You have lasting memories. I cry at everything. My parents got me flowers for Valentine's Day, and I was like, you love me. They got me flowers and a gift card to Portillo's. I lost my mind. Okay. It's so thoughtful. Yeah. I like that. I remember my sister got me a picture once, and it was one of those, late teen, like you're in college. I don't have any money. Yeah. But I just wanted to have a picture of me and you. And I opened it up on Christmas and I cried my eyes out.
I'm getting emotional just thinking about it.
And I'm like, it's a picture of me and you. That's something,
so nice.
That you have forever. And it's like a nice thing. And it also reminded me that she was moving because it was a picture of her going away party.
Yeah.
So it was one of those deals, but it's like, I love stuff like that. And
give me a cry. You know who I like? Travis Kelce's my fantasy man. Him and Jason, they cry all the time. And I love
Hold on. Just to clarify, you said fantasy football earlier. You're saying fantasy man like
I want to see him naked and I would love to date him. And I'm so tired of fucking Taylor Swift. Respectfully, I'm just jealous.
It's, you know what it is?
Okay, I'm jealous.
No one wants to see that shit. We're just trying to watch football. I'm just trying to see Travis Kelce with his shirt off. I don't need to see his girlfriend.
That's what I'm saying. Why you gotta be there with his clothes off? Why can't I just have him without... And there's nothing wrong with their relationship. I'm just saying this as a jealous woman. But I love their parents raised them to be comfortable with their emotions, and they cry and they love each other.
Do they really?
And I think it's amazing.
Do they?
Well, maybe they're tears. I don't know about...
Because I don't know. I know they've got a great podcast. Like a really, really good podcast.
From what I've observed, and I may be biased because, again, I like them, but they cry. And I think that's good. You know, they're big, brawly, bearded men that play football, but they cry and they hug each other and they kiss each other. What's wrong with that? You love this. This is your brother. Kiss him. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. You kiss him while you can. Yeah, nothing wrong. And you know what? I'm going to double down on what you said. You're like, I want to see Travis Kelce naked. Yes. You know who I want to see naked? Oh, Jason Kelce. That's what I'm talking about right there. They both can get it. I'm not even gonna lie. I want to be respectful to Jason because I like his wife. She's great, and I think she would whoop my ass. So I don't want to say anything about him. But they're both very attractive and handsome men. You know what? And I'm comfortable enough to say 100%, man. They're good looking dudes. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I love it. I just had a brain for it. Jason's wife is beautiful. Like she seems like a really nice person. Mm-hmm. But like Travis, like you get that Taylor Swift, like people hate on her. It's like, you know, fucking Backstreet Boys are gay. Like, yeah, I wish I was that gay. Like they got a lot of chicks that like them. What the thing is what's wrong with that?
Nothing. Well, that was all the guys hated. All guys hated them because they weren't them. You hate me because you ain't me. Like that type of thing. I have like a personality where I'm just like, if people hate you, you're doing something right. Hell yeah. Don't get me wrong. No, I'm no Travis Kelce, so I'm sure that's a different level of stardom. But you're doing something. If people are envious of your life, you're obviously doing something that people are jealous of. So yeah, you know, it's like an athlete. Like you hate that person, but I wish they were on my team. Then which one is it? They're good at their job, which is why you hate them. You hate Tom Brady. You hate Travis Kelce because they're good at their job. They got some rings that say they're good at their job that they're part of something that the other people aren't a part of, which is winning. So it's just you can't relate. you don't know. You hating. And I think hating is, I think it's healthy. I think it's good to cry. I think it's good to hate. Now, I don't mean be a fucking asshole. There's some people out here that are wiling on these celebrities. It's never that serious. It's never that serious to be that weird. Let these people live. They're just regular people. But hate on them when they whoop your team's ass. That's it. My favorite videos to see are fucking paparazzi getting laid out, for one. Like that shit. That's different. And then the pranksters at the mall. Did you see the dude that went up and pranked somebody and the guy shot him in the stomach? No. Oh, yeah. It was a couple years ago. He came up and got in this dude's face and like really was aggressive with him, and the dude pulled out a pistol and shot him, and the cops were like, "You're fine, dude. Like that guy was up in your face. You had every reason to feel threatened." Like, was he threatening him? Like he was joking around, like being threatening? I would have to find the video again and look at it, but yeah, it was weird. Like he ran up on him. Oh yeah, no. And the dude just pulled a pistol and stuck it in his gut and shot him. What? That's not funny. I never found that. I just watched a video yesterday where this girl, it was her birthday, and her parents, after she blew out the candles on the cake, they pushed her head into the cake, and then she flipped out and started. And I'm just like, that's not funny. Stop putting these people in these weird situations. Why is it funny that you come up on me? Like, I don't have a gun. I don't know. But, like, I would protect myself if I had to. What do you think is happening? Like, somebody runs up on you it was like in the middle of a shopping mall. And some dude today, you don't know. In 2025, absolutely. You don't know. These people are crazy. What runs up on you and is like, oh, I'm just pranking. Well, I'm just shooting. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You don't have an arm anymore, John. Was the prank funny? Because now you can't write with your right hand. Yeah, but one of the best ones out is the dude. It was like the guy was acting like he stole a purse off somebody in a mall, and he just turns and just starts running. Well, what he was about to find out here 3 seconds later was that the person he was running past was trained in some sort of martial art.
MMA, yeah.
So this dude fucking straight up threw a spin kick at a man running full speed
I love it.
through the mall. And teeth were everywhere. And this dude was laid out. And you just hear people yell, "It's a prank. It's a prank." And the dude that kicked them just kept on walking. He didn't give a fuck. And
it's
I'm
not
like,
funny. That is not funny. Stop it.
You were the good person there. You were trying to stop a woman's purse from being stolen.
He did what he was supposed to do. You're lucky you didn't do worse.
Lay the fuck out.
Sorry about your dental records. They're gonna need a new set.
It's so good. Those are my favorite things to watch. Looking for your next movie, documentary, or TV show to binge? Tired of seeing the same 20 movies recommended over and over? Well, look no further than Momitu. Momitu helps you discover often underserved content. Some of the best films you've never heard of are out there waiting to be enjoyed. Don't let the algorithms and big budgets tell you what's up next. Momitu has over 10,000 hand-curated titles, all free, all the time. Momitu, more for me and you.
Yeah.
Shit, we got sidetracked. So, the last we talked all types of HR stuff. We talked recruiting. We just talked about life and what we do. And then, which by the way, the pictures of you were amazing. Like, I want to say they looked like they should be there for like a stand-up special that you see on Netflix. They were fantastic. Whoever the photographer was, if it was a friend or just somebody that did that was there.
There's a story behind that. It wasn't.
Well, tell me, how do we get to that? Because we got some catching up to do.
Yeah. So I've always wanted to do stand-up. It was just something, where you're like, I want to try it. And I don't remember, maybe last summer, I went to an improv class, which is completely different than stand-up. And this guy was like, I was like, well, this isn't what I want to do. I want to do stand-up. And he told me to go take classes. And so I went to Dallas Comedy Club. Okay. And I did classes there. And so at the end of our class, we get to do like a big showcase where everybody performs. You get sets. So that's where the photos came from, which I paid for. They weren't free, by the way. But that's where the photos came from. So that
you look happy in them. And it's like a genuine smile. You look like you should be there. Yeah. It's not like some backdrop where you're just standing there and it's like, funny bone or whatever. It's like, it looks like you were genuine, because that was during the show.
Yes, it was.
You were fantastic stage presence from what I saw.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So it was actually, so I took 2 classes. The first class, I didn't tell anybody. I told maybe 10 people because I'm like, I didn't know. I'm actually more of a private person than I appear. But I was just like, I don't know if I'm going to look like a fucking idiot up here. So I didn't tell anybody. And everyone's like, no, you got to keep going. Like, keep trying it. And so the second show, I told a bunch of people. And so it was like the whole room was like all of my friends. So it was a lot easier. It was actually kind of fun doing it. And I was just like, okay. And everyone's like, you're so good at this. So like now I'm kind of on the rush where I'm like, I think I would do a disservice if I didn't keep trying. And I like making people laugh. So that's where we're at.
You do a good job of that.
Thank you. Apparently, so I've tricked the fans so far. So
there you go. So I've had comedians on, and now you're officially a comedian. In my book, you get up on the stage and do it. You're doing one of those things that other people only talk about doing.
Yes,
and
yes.
I have said it before, and I do think sometime I'm going to give it a shot, but I want to do it the right way. And so I'm thinking about books because there's a lot of people that are funny. Mm-hmm. I like to think I'm funny, but I'm funny in certain ways. And at this point, I don't think I'm stand-up funny, but I have a few things I've observed that I would like to kind of maybe work into a bit one day. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those things like you also were like, well, did somebody else do that subliminally? Did like I hear that before? But like, so you go take a class and what are they teaching you? Are they teaching you how to craft jokes, or are they teaching you what funny is? Is it a little bit of everything? Like, how's that work?
It's a little bit of everything. So, like, they teach you terminology because, like, I didn't know shit. I was just like, we literally sat down and they're like, why are you here? And I'm like, I think I'm kind of funny. Like, that's all I knew. And so they teach you like terminology, like
callback. My favorites are good callbacks.
Yeah. So they teach you all of those things. They teach you like you get on stage, your stage presence, what not to do with your hands, what to do with your hands, different things. Like, and again, this is a beginner class. We're not interacting with the audience, but then there's like interactions with the audience. There's different terms for that. And then we just write jokes. And so I think most people in there, we all have jokes. So you all have jokes, but then it's like, how do you write jokes? Just if you get stuck, writing exercises, just different stuff to get you going. So then you can write jokes. And then we had homework. And so our homework was just like, write 3 to 5 jokes. And then our teacher, she didn't mess around. She was like, get on a stage. So once a week we had to go to an open mic. Now, did everybody do it? No, we're adults. Like some people had kids, families, family members. But like, if you do, I was like, I paid for this class. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. So you had to go find an open mic and you had to go practice. Now, for everybody, open mics aren't interesting. It's literally just like basketball practice for the basketball team, but it helps you get on stage. Now you know how to talk to people. Open mics, it's not exciting. So now you know how to talk to like a quiet room.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of people there.
Yeah, it's
except
not like
for people probably waiting to go up next, right?
Yes, it's a bunch of comedians all sitting there just practicing so they can practice their bit. Now, will they laugh? Yes, they'll come up and talk to you afterward. It's networking. You network and meet different people. That's how I found out about like different opportunities and other stuff like that. So, but it's very boring. Like my friends are always like, why didn't you invite me? And I'm like, it's the most boring thing. I wouldn't go if I didn't need the practice. Like it's not sexy. So you do that. But then sometimes, so there's this one brewery, they have an open mic, but like people, it's on a Friday night. That's when you're actually drawing in a crowd. It's a Friday night starting at 7. Actual people show up for that versus Tuesday at like 9:30 p.m. where people aren't there. So there's a mixture, but yeah, it's just figuring out your cadence. I think I figured out like how I like to, I just talk like I always do. Like this is me on stage. So I feel like I'm not doing too much. I feel like I'm pretty much myself up there. It's just, I like to practice like you. I like to be prepared. So I practice. And I like when I'm doing the set, I'm like, okay, I got to practice my set at least 2 times a day, if not 3 to 4. So I practice a lot.
I love listening to comedians talk about the jokes, right? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of funny jokes that I've heard, right? And especially like when you think open mic or just comedians that you see on YouTube or some sort of social media, and you're like, good joke, bad delivery. Great joke.
Yes.
Delivery could be better. And that's what it is. And it's getting up there and practicing.
Yes.
So like what is the... Not what's the body of the joke, right? How does it like, if you're like, write a joke? Because I have a topic, like I said, there's an observation that I find humorous, okay? So like music, you hear lyrics in music. And I was talking with my wife and it was Rocket Man was on. And he's like, I don't understand. It's the science I don't understand. It's just my job 5 days a week. Okay. What hit me is funny. You're a fucking astronaut. You better understand the fucking science of what you do 5 days a week. I have
questions.
Right? There's some questions here, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. So I have that. There's something there. Mm-hmm. I know there's something there because you just giggled. It's an observation.
Yeah. Yes. Observations are top.
So what's that called? Right? Let's say I have that and I want to start with that. Mm-hmm. So you got to rip it apart and you kind of reverse engineer the joke. Mm-hmm. So what's that called? I guess. We're testing your terminology because you're
going to be very disappointed.
You're now my teacher.
I'm a shitty teacher because I'm a person where like I get some stuff, but I'm also I know like what my voice is like. And so I just say like weird shit and people think it's funny. So that's what I work on versus my job has to fit this formula. I think a formula helps you get started.
Okay.
Versus that. So like you already have it. You already have your joke. For me, I wouldn't focus too much on, am I hitting these right? Because it could be your delivery. Observations are very popular. Like making fun of yourself. That's very popular.
I'm really good at that.
Callbacks are the best. Yeah. See, I think that would be really good for you. Callbacks are like the most perfect thing you could possibly do on a stage. So To answer your question, I don't really know. There other people could probably help you more, but for me, once I get something and I'm like, like even in conversation, like stuff we've said, I'm like, I could use this in a set.
Yeah, yeah. Well, please do figure it out for me and let me know when you do, because you know, I sit there and I say, okay, that's funny, okay, but I need something to. Let me ask you this before I get into that. What? How much time were you on stage? Like, what was the?
Good question. So the
2-minute set, because I know it's tough. Like getting 2 to 3 minutes is a hell of a lot harder than people think.
So when we first started the first class, we had to do 5 minutes. And I was like, how the fuck am I going to do 5 minutes? Damn, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And so it was an 8-week class. And by week 3, you kind of want to know what you're doing. And so I was just like, just writing jokes. So I knew I broke it up into different segments. And each one I was like, okay, I'm just going to talk and talk and talk. Then we practiced. And then she timed us. And then she's like, okay, you're at almost 8 minutes. And I was like, what? So then I had to work backwards and start cutting. And so the first one was 5 and the second was 10. The second one was actually a little bit I didn't think that material was as strong personally, but then when I did it, it went really well. So I was just like, okay. So that's kind of it. I think you just like write and write and write and write. So I did like a segment about growing up. I went to private school and I was like, I don't belong here. What were my observations? People had like nice stuff. They had rugs. They had multiple houses. I was like, I don't have multiple houses. What the fuck? We have one house. Like, they're like, we go to the beach house. And it's just like stuff I remember as a kid. Yeah. And so you just write down stuff and then each one. And see, that's funny in itself. So then I just like write a tag to go with that.
Right. And you know that somebody else gets that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know that from both sides. Somebody knows, oh, I was the person with multiple houses that had rugs. Yeah. I now see the humor in this. And then all the people without rugs and houses. And
it's really funny because I asked my friends and I like to ask people what their favorite part of a joke is. And one time I was writing about like being the only black kid in a private school and I did the joke. And so I asked one friend who was white and she's like, oh, I love that joke. And then my black friend, like the other side of the joke. And I was like, okay, this is a good joke because it's touching both bases. Yeah. And stuff like that. So that was actually kind of cool to see where I'm just like, this joke literally landed for both sides of the audience. Yes. So that was actually really kind of cool to see.
And I've never, because there's a lot of really funny comedians and like I've just chuckled at race jokes. And I think Chappelle is the GOAT. You can always you could always debate, right? Yeah. But his work through all the races, it was so flawless and funny for everybody. But like, for example, if there's a black, and I can't think of anyone off the top of my head, but if there's like a black comedian out there where like, I don't get it. And somebody's like, oh, you don't like so-and-so? And I'm like, I mean, the jokes are funny, but I don't get them. Like, I don't see that. And same with like white. Like if you don't see that.
And that's okay.
It's tough. So it's like finding that middle ground as to where everybody sees the joke or understands the joke.
It's hard.
But then sometimes jokes just aren't written for everybody.
And that's okay too. Like
that's also okay.
Every joke doesn't. Not every joke is supposed to land. Every joke that I write, some of my jokes, I'm like, I don't even like this that much, but somebody liked it. I'm gonna throw it in here. It's like, it's fine. And then like, I think one of the things they tell us, like when you make jokes, you want to punch up. You never want to punch down and be like, white people suck. Black people are the worst. You can't do that. Like you have to still be respectful. And I think if you write your jokes like if I'm saying you have a nice house, like that's not bad. Versus like you rich bitch, I hate you, you're so privileged. Like I'm not gonna say it like that. I'm gonna say it in a good way.
There's some jokes you hear out there and they hit you as like, oh my God, like that's the worst thing I've ever heard. That is so offensive.
Yeah, I heard some pretty
yet
bad ones.
Still one of the funniest things I have ever heard in my life.
Yeah. Some stuff really fucked up.
There was a. Do you know who Jimmy Carr is?
No.
Look at you. Go on. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm just. So remember, I told you they asked us like, "Why are you here? Like, why do you?" And they also asked us like, "Who's your favorite comedian?" I am so bad with comedian. I just think I'm funny. I don't watch other people.
So you don't watch. You make your friends laugh.
I'm trying to do better. That was one of our homeworks. You have to start watching comedians. So I'm getting out there. But if you ask me, I'll probably be like, who?
Yeah. He tells a really bad joke because they asked him. They said to him, "What is?" Now I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if you'll love this joke.
He said that, or you're going to say that? You're saying
I'm going to tell you this.
Okay,
but I think it is so awful
Oh boy!
And because it's so,
do you want to say it on here?
Yeah, no, it's really
that
funny.
Bad? Okay.
No, it's not that. Well, it depends on who hears it.
That's true.
Because it's the misdirect.
Okay.
So that's like my favorite thing is where you're looking this direction and they punch you.
Okay. Ooh,
okay, from the other side.
Okay,
so it was, how did he say it? They asked him, he was being interviewed, and they said, "What's the most offensive joke you've ever written?" And he paused for a second, and he goes, only if Africa had more mosquito nets, we could have stopped millions. And he pauses, and he goes, of mosquitoes from dying needlessly from AIDS.
Ooh.
So you see that look? Yeah. The majority of people are like, that is awful. Like, that is a horrendous joke. Okay. Not funny to most. I laughed so hard when I heard it.
Of course you did.
Because it caught me so fucking off guard to where I'm like
surprises like that.
Yeah. It was, oh my God, that's so funny. It's so funny, and it shouldn't be funny. Right? And like, I laughed at that, and somebody was like, dude, you laughed a little too hard at that shit. And I was like,
if you find that's the whole point. One of my things too, we were talking about this a little earlier. When people get upset with comedians where they're like yelling back at them, and I'm like, that is this space. They're gonna say stuff. Yeah. Sometimes I struggle with that, and I try to be empathetic towards the audience members when they feel that way. But I'm like, what did you come here for?
Yeah.
Stuff when you're up here, we like I went to an open mic, and this dude made a joke. Okay, again, it was a little dark. He made a joke about like somebody like sleeping with their daughter, and I'm like, what? It was like, when I tell you no one laughed. It was
that's brutal.
No one. And he was just like, all right, that was too much. I'm sorry. And then he tried to bring it back.
And that's like, funny.
Yeah.
That's coming back from
the recovery.
A shitty joke, acknowledging it's shitty and moving on.
Yeah. That also is funny. I think so.
Yeah. But like the joke I just told is it's not funny. It's clever. It's so clever. Yeah. And it's so... like I said, you're just looking left and somebody punches you in the right side of your head and you're just like, oh man, like I didn't see it. You know, obviously you just tell that to people like, dude, that's not funny. You're like, don't
say that off the stage. Like you can't,
it's not a funny topic.
You can't say that tomorrow at the water cooler. You gotta chill.
It's like, you don't say that to certain people, but like that was, to me, that was probably I want to say the most offensive thing I've ever heard that I laughed at because I knew where he was going with it. And if you know his style, he's just brutal. Like he's one of the guys on the roast. He was telling Pete Davidson jokes about his dad on 9/11 him on the stage. His dad was a fireman that died in 9/11.
Shut up, was he?
And
really?
He was ripping on his father, and they were just phenomenal jokes. And you're like, wow.
See, I'm not that dark.
He's laughing. Pete Davidson is like, that's good, because he's like, my dad would have laughed at that.
Well, and then it's a craft. Like, it really is, and so that's part of it. Like if there's this one dude. Every joke he makes is so dark. It's always about him like killing someone or like stuffing them in his trunk. And it's funny, but it's like, damn, dude, like you good? Like you have a family. Like, are you? But everybody's different. And I think that's the beauty of comedy. And I don't literally truly lean dark, but I'm also like, hey man, that was like the way you crafted it. Cool. I can get jiggy with that.
Yeah. I've loved, So many comedians, like, it's funny because I swear a lot, but I don't love bad language and foul language for the sake of being foul language. It's gotta be well used. It's gotta be used perfectly. And some of the best stand-ups ever, like I will go, okay, so I know he's lost some fans.
You can say Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby,
I love
himself is one of the best
Bill Cosby's comedy
ever. Sinbad.
I love Sinbad. Sinbad's amazing. Up there for me too. Okay,
so underrated. So underrated. Never swears.
Yeah.
Nate Bargatze never swears. Phenomenal. Like, Tennessee Kid. They call him the Tennessee Kid. Really funny.
Gray hair, older man.
Younger with gray hair. Like he's got gray now.
Okay. I'm not thinking of the right person. Sorry.
Yeah. And then like Jim Gaffigan. But there's like I don't like shticks. Like the little, here's your sign, like the blue collar comedy.
Yeah,
tour.
that was. I didn't like blue collar that much either.
Never got behind it, and I also don't buy certain things. Like I know a lot of people like Larry the Cable Guy, and he's not some weird inbred hick. He's actually very intelligent. When you hear
like the whole gag of him trying to be this thing he's not. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, so he caters and he brings his comedy down to make a subset of the population laugh. And to me, I'm just like, it's not genuine because that's not who you are.
I agree.
Get her done. It's like, he doesn't talk like that.
The best comedy is when you're true to yourself, in my personal opinion. And they tell you that too. They're like, your experience make you who you are. Make that the joke.
Yeah. Yep. And it's okay. And a lot of people like him. And I think, I think he's a good comedian. He's just not my type. Agreed. Because that sticks out with me where it's just not genuine. But he makes some funny jokes. But
he's made a successful career out of it. So, but yeah.
Now, the best out of that is Ron White. I think Ron White's.
Now, that's the older guy with the gray hair, with the cigar.
Yeah, that's the older dude with the gray hair.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I was thinking of him. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I told you I'm really bad. It's just I'm showing all of my cards here.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Well, listen, you're new to all this. So what was it that just said I got to get out there?
I've always wanted to. And I think it was the improv class that I went to because I thought that's what I was doing. And then it was just like my schedule. Because I travel a lot and I do stuff, and I was just like, I want to dedicate it to, I want to do it. Let me do this. And so it just so worked out that it was January of this year and I did it. And then I went back to the second class after a trip. I did the second class. Then I went to Japan. You
travel so much.
Yeah. And then I went to Japan. And so now I'm back and I'm like, okay, let's try to, this back quarter of the year, let's just try to, now it's just networking, getting out there, getting exposure. Being desperate, basically. Like, I think it's just like being desperate and just being down to do anything. So now I'm just trying to do more. And also open mics. There's a guy from my first comedy class. We chat all the time. So he just goes to the same open mic all the time. And they're like, hey, you're not that bad. When we get some openings in a few months, we're going to throw you on a 5-minute set. So I'm like, I never even thought about that. Just going and talking to people. So it's just kind of that building stuff.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
How's the memory part work?
Oh, God. Oh, I have a horrible memory.
Okay.
And to me, that's the hardest part. I think a lot of people have stage fright. I don't. I like to talk. So I don't think, and I'm a recruiter. So
yeah,
for me, it's the memory. Oh my God. And so I think that's also why repetition's really good for me. If I practice 2 or 3 times a day, I remember at one point, sometimes I was just like, oh, I don't even remember. Oh, and I just did it because I was on autopilot. But usually
that's where I want to be if I do it, is get to that point where this joke leads into this one and there's this segue and it all connects in your mind.
Yes. And and once you get in the groove and do it again, because we were doing it for 3 weeks. Okay, well, I was doing my set practice for 3 weeks. Well, during the 3 weeks, I'll go practice in class, then I'll do an open mic. So at that point, I'm doing it 3 times a week, not on top of when I'm practicing it in my head, which I did every day. I would do it on my drive to and from work, before I go to the gym and then before I go to bed. So at that point, it's just oversaturation.
Yeah.
But what they do is they tell you just to remember, like, blue. Now, or like, let me see. Like, so the first set I did, like, childhood stuff. Then I did, what was my thing? Childhood stuff. Then I did, okay, let me do my most recent one because I don't remember. So then I talked about my parents and I was like, okay, dad, boom, 3 things under dad. Mom, boom, 3 things under mom. Then I transitioned over to like dating. And then I had like 2 main parts of dating and I knew those parts. And so once you do it like that, you can kind of.
So that's kind of where I was going earlier. So it's, you have a subject, right? So your dad would be the subject. Is it then, hit on 2 or 3 of these things about each subject and then, transitioning to the next. And so it's just like you're building it out. It's almost like an outline for a book report. It's
literally an outline. So it'll literally just be like, dad, 2. And then I'll be like, dad, James Brown. And I made a joke about how he sneezes like James Brown because he always sneezes obnoxiously loud. And then I made another joke about like his back. Boom. Then my mom. Then I made a joke about Stevie Wonder. So it was like, Mom, Stevie Wonder can't hear slow. So then you have those keynotes in your head. And then I transitioned and I was like, okay. Then I talked about people having kids. And then I just had 3 things under that. And then, so yeah, that's pretty much, it's literally just like an outline. But again, once you start doing, and then like my last performance, I was like, I feel like I forgot something, but
But you didn't?
I don't know. And also, you're supposed to watch yourself. I have not watched any of the clips of myself.
I barely. So I don't listen to the show.
I hate you. It's horrible.
And it's not because I don't listen to it. It's because when I'm editing, I listen then. And I'm like, all right, turned out okay. I like it. Let's do it. Unless I know, like, I'll take a little note, like, I don't know, somebody sneezed or had a coughing fit or whatever. We'll edit all that out. We'll leave in me being a prick to you in the first 3 minutes when we're talking about whiskey. Just so,
Yeah, leave that in. Leave that
in. We'll leave that in.
Shows your true character.
Show us who you are, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, don't cut it out now.
I need to get out there.
Yeah, just try it.
And do it. But I need to know what I'm doing. And that's where I struggle, is because, if you get me at a party and we're at my dad's house, my dad is friends with all of my friends. Mm-hmm. So when there's a holiday, or if my sister comes into town, there'll be like 15 of my friends in this house. And for whatever reason, like, we were in this kitchen, and I am always busting balls. Like, I am fucking with people 24/7, as you can tell.
Yeah.
And I was under the light, and the way the kitchen light was hitting me, like, my glasses looked like they were covered in butter. Like, they were so dirty. And so there's all these people sitting there talking to me, and my wife brought it up. And then the next 15 to 20 minutes was people trashing me about how dirty my glasses were.
Good.
And
that's material.
Each person was funnier and funnier, and every comment got funnier. And we were leaving. My wife's like, I'm so sorry for bringing that up. I was like, that was fucking great. Mm-hmm. It was the best. Like, the punchline was the punchline.
I steal stuff from people all the time. I'm like, that's funny. I'm going to put my twist on that.
The butt of the joke, and I loved it. And I told her that. I was like, I spend so much time teasing and having fun, and we riff back and forth. Mm-hmm. I was like, but my weapons were useless against them. Like, I was a punching bag for 10 minutes, and I was like, it was beautiful. I loved every second of it. I had nothing to say to anybody. I was literally, it was an onslaught of buttered glasses.
Of your dirty ass glasses.
And I looked at them, I was like, holy fucking shit. They're like, how can you see out of those things?
I actually can't.
And I was like, wow. Like, I looked up at the light. I said, my God. But just the process of being made fun of was just, everyone feeding off of one another was great.
It's fun. And don't let the drink start going. I love like a mini roast. We're making fun of one of my friends now. She wants a new nick. She has a very difficult. Well, that's not true. I don't think anybody's name is difficult. I think people don't take the effort to say your name properly, which is actually not hard. But she has a name people usually mess up.
Okay, hold on. Can I test it? Can you spell it for me?
Oh, hold on. I want to make sure I spell it. Well, wait. I don't want to put her business on here.
Oh, okay. Is her name that unique?
Yes, it's very unique.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Well, just to be respectful, I'll message you later. But
okay, you message me later.
So her name, she wants to pick like this horrible nick. She wants to choose another nickname because she's gone through nicknames throughout her life.
You don't get to fucking choose your own nickname.
We've had a talk. I talked her off the ledge today, but like, she's trying to pick a nickname, and we've been roasting her about it. We're just like, that's shitty. Like, she like loves this nickname. We're like, that's horrible.
Okay, let's do this. Are you comfortable giving me the first letter?
It starts with the M. You're not going to guess it. It's
can't. I'm not going to guess it. It's just, can't you just build a normal nickname like M or Emmy or like anything? Just like something to play off the first letter.
I shit on her choice so bad. It was just something so like my uncle, he went by Butch and his name wasn't Butch. And it's just like, where did you get this from, people? And that's where she's at. And I'm like, none of us is going to make this connection. This isn't a good representation of you. You pick whatever you want. I just
never knew where Butch came from. I never knew where Butch. I know a Butch. And I'm like, I don't fucking know how we got to Butch from that first name.
Not even close.
That's like Buddy. Nobody's, no one's ever, my name's Budrick. My name is Budrick P. Washington. And it's like, no, it's fucking like, damn,
it's Donald.
Clarence or some shit. And they're like, yeah, my name's Clarence, but they call me Bud. I'm like, how the fuck did you get that?
I don't know. Anyway, it's people, you pick you pick who you want to be to the world. I'm cool with it. But I am going to shit on your choice if it's shitty. And if we're having a collective discussion, don't pick this. And I did a good job. I talked her off the wall today, so I'm pleased with myself.
Okay. question. This isn't like some sort of trans thing where somebody literally has to pick a new name.
Oh, no, this is
just a fucking nickname?
She has a name that people struggle to pronounce, and she throughout her life has always had a nickname. And now she's at a different point in her life. She's got kids, and she's like, well, when my kids talk to me, like I want them to have a name, or like she moved to California, so now she's like, well, I'm a different thing here, and like she's at a different point in her life, and she's like, I don't want to use the same thing, which you
can't call me stink puss anymore. I've got kids.
Yeah, you gotta
like,
you gotta call me something else.
Can't have my kids call me stink puss.
Yeah, so that's yeah, she's trying to veer away from stink puss, so yeah.
Oh my God, I hope she listens to this, whoever you are. Just normal nicknames.
I'm going to tell her stink puss. I think that
I like stink puss.
We should go straight with that for sure.
Yeah, but it's like I forget, there was a movie. It was like the nickname was that we called her finger cuffs. And it was like, whoa, why'd you call her that? And then if you know what finger cuffs are, you can kind of right. So it's like you can kind of figure where they're going with that. Like, that nickname's got to change by the time you're
hit puberty. Like it's not cute anymore. You know?
Yeah, it's not good. It's not
dangerous,
good.
Actually.
Especially if you have kids. Yeah, it's dangerous.
Yeah, you gotta switch that up.
Like I'm being pig
Miss
roasted.
Finger Cuff? Like, no one's gonna say that. That's weird.
Why they call you finger cuffs, Mom?
Change it. Yeah.
Well, Mommy was experimental in her 20s.
Yeah.
She liked to get down.
No judgment. we respect anybody having fun, but
shit.
Yeah, you can't go with that.
So you're single. Why are you single? You're so perfect.
Oh,
seriously.
Thank you. Well, first of all, I don't try that hard. Maybe that's why.
No, you're not supposed to try hard. People that try hard suck.
I have friends that are constantly dating someone, and I'm like, that's a lot. But I'm so also, I never really cared for a relationship. I was always kind of like, relationships are cool, whatever. I did have like a little fling, and I was like, okay, wait, this isn't bad. We just didn't want the same things at the end. A+ experience. Like, I would give him an Amazon 5-star review. We just didn't work out. And I was just like, okay, relationships aren't that bad. So I'm like, okay, I'm kind of feeling it. But I'm also like, I'm not trying to go to the bar and meet people that way. I don't want to do that. Swiping online, I will do it when I'm bored. But, like, just doing it when you're bored is not actually, like, putting in the work that's required of you. So I'm kind of torn in that. I would just, honestly, I'm just hoping I just get a bunch of people that fly into my DMs. They're like, oh my gosh, Deanna, you're the hottest, sexiest comedian on this planet. And then this whole new world just brings me I will say this.
You are. Let's go on. You are. Okay.
I will say this. I have gotten hit on a few times in the comedy world. But also, here's the deal. Just because you talk to somebody, that doesn't mean like you're meant to be. Like, you could be like, oh, you're hot. And then you go on a date and you're like, I don't like you at all. I just like your face. We don't align. So I think people don't realize how hard it is to align also.
Yeah, I always struggle dating because you do feel like you have to stay with that person until something bad happens. You feel like that, right? You can't just go, hey, you know what? This isn't working out. And the other, like, it seems like somebody's always, at least speaking for me, I always felt like I was interested in somebody, they weren't interested in me, or somebody was interested in me and I wasn't interested in that. There was never like a clean break where it's like, I don't like this. And they're like, yeah, I know, or vice versa. But it just seems like that is tough. Like, is it acceptable? Do people just date and seriously go, hey, I had a good time, but I don't want to do it again?
I don't know. I'm not the date. I've never been in like a serious relationship. So I'm really? Truly not the, I didn't care to. I mean, I always liked people, and then, I would go to college, but it never mattered to me. And I think one of the things is like, I'm comfortable being alone, and people are like, don't say that. And I'm like, no, bitch, I'm having a great time. I'm alone, not lonely. Like, I'm having a great time.
I love that. That's really well put.
Because there's a difference.
Yeah,
everybody gets lonely. You can be in a relationship and be lonely. So, it never really mattered to me until I hit my 30s, and now I'm kind of like, it would be nice. But I'm also just like, I mean, I do a lot of shit. That means I'm going to have to bring somebody else into it. And I have to consider you all the time. And then you're going to be in my house. And you're going to be touching on my shit.
All up in my shit.
Yeah.
Roll over in bed. Like, listen, I love my wife. I'm going to say this right now. She is my best friend. She is just the kindest, most beautiful person. I love her dearly. But when she gets out of the bed in the morning, sometimes I stretch out.
You're just like, oh, yes. finally, so. But
there's little things. I think everyone's like, it's like my alone time's nice.
Yeah.
Right. But when you enjoy the alone time. But you know what? You just gotta. If you're not closed off to finding somebody. Yeah. Which you're not from the sounds of it.
I'm open. I'm down.
You're open. You're just not out there looking. And I think, like I said, when people look, you got these blinders on, and it's like you're just too. There's just something that's off. It just has to happen like organically and in a weird way. Like like honestly, like the stupid ass ways it happens in movies.
Yeah,
that shit actually happens in real life.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. It does. I've had friends that just. I found him at Walmart. Oh, fuck you.
Yes.
I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy to be at your wedding today.
Yeah. I'm marrying somebody coming up.
You're going to be the...
I'm a reverend.
Why would they allow that?
I know, right?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Here's how much we value religion in this country.
They let you...
I was ordained in 5 minutes. Online.
You know what? I think that's actually kind of sweet.
I mean, I like it. Here's the thing. I've been judged inside of churches, and I didn't appreciate it. Like, when you don't go to a church and you discuss marriage, like, people straight up like, you don't go to church or we're not marrying you. We don't condone that. And it's like all this shit. Like, damn, dude, really?
I have my thoughts on organized religion, but we don't need to get into all of that today.
Shit,
I may need to go pour some more Buffalo Trace and get some heavy liquor if that's the case.
Oh, shit. You got Buffalo Trace.
So I like old fashions. That's something new. And I noticed the old fashions that I like, they use Buffalo Trace. Yeah.
Fuck yes. My favorite drink.
Yep.
Damn. Okay. So we're going to talk about this real quick.
Oh.
Okay. We'll get wrapped up here.
Wait. So yes, I'm single. Hey, I am open. Slide in my DMs.
Slide into her DMs.
No lube required.
Fuck.
Is that too much?
To it.
Was that... Wait, you thinking it too?
No, it wasn't. Damn it.
Was it not enough?
I was going to say slide into her DMs and then slide in her.
Wow.
You said it way dirtier than I did.
I love how you...
no lube, okay? You said dry. You said just dry. Just do it.
Again, I'm open to experiences. Look, I can only be young for so long, people. The lube may be required, actually. Let's change this message up.
That's so fucking funny.
They're going to flock now.
Let's start this. What city? Where do you live?
I live in Fort Worth.
Okay. If you were in the Fort Worth area.
Or Dallas. I'll date you in Dallas.
See, that's what I don't understand. They always call it
Metroplex.
Dallas Fort Worth is how they refer to it. Is it two cities or is it like an area of the city?
No, great question. I am very adamant about the separation. It is two metroplexes. You have Dallas and you have Fort Worth. They combine us because in Texas terms, it's close. Now Dallas is like 40 minutes from me, but like I could date somebody that's 40 minutes. I don't think that's 20-minute drive. That's halfway. Okay. So, but they clamp us together. But it's two separate cities, two completely different cultures. Dallas is more, in my mind, a little bit more like uppity, ritzy. Fort Worth's like cowboys. Literally, we have an area called the Stockyards where people like...
I've seen pictures because I had a coworker go there. It looks pretty cool.
It actually is pretty dope. I actually like it. So
I just got my first boots and got my first hat.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I went to Cowboy Carter, Beyonce, if you weren't aware. Not to judge.
I'm aware.
I just assumed. I apologize. But
yeah.
I went. I
don't deal with blacks. Like, wait,
don't say that. Cowboy... Take that out. Oh my God. Okay. I don't.
You said Cowboy Carter and then looked at me like...
Bitch, I didn't mean because you were white. I meant because you were a little older, I assumed. I didn't know if you were hip with them.
Shit.
I was trying to be ageist is what I was trying to do. Why you got to make everything about race, white
you
man?
You just made it about age.
Because I didn't know if you were... I get your old white ass off. I didn't know if you were hip with Beyonce. That's all I was trying... Anyway, I got a fake cowboy hat. Did you know what Cowboy Carter was?
Yes, it's her album.
What kind of album is it?
Country.
Oh, duh, because we're talking about
She won country. She won country album of the year, I think.
Country album of the year or album of the year?
Oh shit! See, I don't follow music like that. She won one of them.
Now
album of the year.
Blah, blah.
Oh, hold on, no. She won album of the year, And that was the big thing, was she had all these albums beforehand, and when she finally won Cal,
it was like a whole thing.
There was a thing.
It was a thing.
There was a thing.
Anyway,
why can't people just sing what they like?
That's what I'm saying. Here's the deal. I don't really care. If I'm gonna shake my ass to the music, I can give two shits if it's pop or if it's country. That's all I'm saying. I understand other people care.
Is there a lot of ass shaking to country music?
I think you can shake your ass to anything if you really wanted to.
I'll shake my ass to polka.
You know what? I bet you could actually. I bet you at Oktoberfest, you're shaking your ass. I guarantee your ass is shaking on the table like a salt shaker.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You seem like you would shake your ass on the table.
I do a lot of things with my ass. What, that sounded really weird. Good Lord.
How did we get
We're leaving all this in. All right, so you went to the show.
Oh, yeah.
You got a hat. You said a fake hat? What's a fake hat?
So here's the deal. I am a Texan. I think I should have boots and a hat. Now
It'll go with your beard.
With my beard.
That was a callback,
okay,
folks.
It was a callback. There we go. That was nice. Yeah, I should have it, but they're fucking expensive, and I'm not in the cowboy culture that much to where I'm like, let me get this nice ass pair of boots for hundreds of dollars. I could go get an iPad. So that's what I did. So I got some boots. They're from Walmart. They're actually cute, but they're not super fancy. And then I got a cheaper hat from Amazon, which I wouldn't say it's costume, but it's not like, these hats could be hundreds of dollars.
Thousands. I went looking.
Thousands.
I saw a cowboy hat for $3,000.
You shut up.
And then when I was online researching it, people are like, oh yeah, that's the best one. I've got two of them. And I'm like, what the fuck do you do for a living?
That's when you know you don't belong. I'm telling you, I had those feelings every time I walk down there and people are spending $600 for some boots. I'm like, I am not at the level of life I think I should be around here.
I wanted nice boots, and I was like, I want something that you can wear.
Yeah.
I want something that I can get dirty, but I can wear with jeans. And if I want to go out and eat a nice dinner, I can wear those. So that's, the lady was like, right here. So I got a pair of Ariats, and they were like $230 or something. Which
that's not bad. That's
really, for me, that's expensive because I am cheap as fuck. But for cowboy boots,
you're a peasant, man.
Like, damn, dude, they were expensive. But I got a nice, like a straw hat, but it has like a plastic coating over it. So it's like, and which I didn't know. I touched it. I was like, this is weird. I said, what is this made out of? And they're like, it's straw. I was like, this is straw? They're like, yeah, it has a coating to protect the hat. But I wanted it. Again, I'm going to reference the overall paste tone of my skin.
Yes.
Doctors would refer to me as Caucasian.
Chicken foot? Oh. You look like they look at a raw ass chicken foot that you were talking about earlier. No? Yeah.
About the same fucking flesh
skin
tone as a raw ass chicken foot. But I put it on, and I remember going, oh my God, it keeps so much of the sun off my face and shoulders. I hate sunburn. It hurts. And I think we went over that before.
I was about to say, we did talk about that.
That shit fucking hurts. So when I saw that it actually, because that's what a cowboy hat is for. It is to keep the sun off
to keep you from the sun, because they're in the sun all day.
And you're in Texas, and that shit
I
is
am the sun at this point. We are basically fucking, it's ridiculous. It's so hot here.
So I got some. But now up in Pittsburgh, like, not a lot of people. And I'll be honest, like, I kind of busted my cousin's husband's balls real bad about his choice of attire, because, like, he's all in. Like, you see this dude, he looks like fucking Lloyd Christmas. Remember in Dumb and Dumber when they got the money? Oh, you didn't see Dumb and Dumber?
I've seen it, but I'm really bad with movies. Like, once it's gone. Look, I'm trying to remember my set. I don't want you. I'm not going to remember.
Yeah, they found money, and then they went out and bought fancy ass shit.
Respect.
And so he rolled up on Christmas once, and I went into full fucking roast mode, like the jacket with the fringe and all that shit.
Oh wow!
Like, damn, look at this dude.
We love a cowboy.
Yeah, no, he went.
You don't, but disrespectful ass. I bet he looked great.
It was nice. It was just funny because it's like one of them things. Like, it's like that joke I told you earlier. You weren't expecting it. I just see the window roll down, and I see a cowboy
just
hat.
like in the movies.
It gets slow as fuck. The window comes down.
Yeah.
And it was like the hat was nice, the jacket was nice, the boots, everything was nice. But I was like, I'm not going to let him slide on this one. And we just kill him. And then I got the boots and the cowboy hat. My dad's like, send him pictures. And I was like, fuck you.
No.
It's not how this works.
Okay, question. Do you have a heel to your boot? Is it pointed? What kind of toe
Oh,
is it?
no. Flat, square toe.
Yeah, I like
and flat, which I found out, and I don't know if this is, here we go again with the race stuff. I got to say it. Kind of like.
Don't say it. No.
I got to say it. No, let me say it. And you can, because you might shake your head.
Don't say agree. That to the audience. Okay.
I'm going to say this to the audience, okay? And it's not nasty. It's just not nasty, okay? But it might be off-putting. You decide. We're real on this show. We have these good chats. No, this is for real. I saw these boots, and they were super nice. Really, really nice. But the toes were pointed. They were like snake skin. And the toe curled up a little bit. There was like skulls and shit. And I was like looking at them. And the first thought that went through my head was, I said, I like those, but I'm not Mexican. Okay?
I get what you mean.
Okay, so yeah, you get what I mean. It wasn't nasty. It was an observation.
Okay, because I think that's like a certain style.
It was a style, and as like
I didn't know. Look, okay,
I'm not going to say anything nasty or hateful, but I was like, I need you to hear me out because like I truly didn't know how to
the style and I was like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like I feel like a Mexican dude would look good in those, but I don't feel like that.
You
like,
feel like you'd be like appropriating. You'd be like, God damn it! Now I'm
like I've always said this. Like you know what I
mean? Where you're just like, God damn it, I look like an idiot.
No, I always thought black guys look good in white tuxedos. They look good in white and black tuxedos, but I don't think like I could pull off a white tuxedo. So like if I see
think it's
a white
the skin tone. I think black people look really good in color because our skin tone is more complementary.
Yeah, if I see like a white guy in a white tuxedo, I'm like,
you're like, boo.
No. Was I a fucking? I was buying a suit once, and I'm very my fucking suits are like black, navy blue, gray, tan, just very basic.
Get out the basics.
Just normal cut, standard cut, or classic cut, whatever they call it. That it'll survive. I'll be buried in one of these if I want. And so I go to the store. I go to the suit store, and I say, "Hello, sir. I would like to find a suit." And I described my style. I said more conservative colors, nothing flashy, just your blacks, your grays, your navy blues, something like that, right? Something I can wear anywhere. And he's like, I got something I want you to see. Check this out. And he went to the coat rack and he pulled out a fucking cream-colored Sean John suit. Okay,
that's a choice. Okay.
This was before... this was before the baby oil.
Yeah.
But I said, what fucking part of anything that I described led you to believe?
He's like, you know what?
I said, I'm not being fucking drafted in the first round of the NBA. It was like 17 sizes too big. I thought the dude had fucking problems with his eyes. It looked like
LeBron. Do you remember when LeBron got drafted? He had that white
same
suit.
Fucking thing.
It looks like the exact same suit that LeBron had on.
I saw a roast and somebody said that about one of the guy's suits and it like didn't fit right. He's like, you look like you were drafted first night in the NBA draft. And I was like, that is really fucking funny.
From the 2000s where the cuts are like all the way down.
Enormous. Yes. Horrible. It's changed since then. But that style back in the early 2000s was like, you can get that shit tailored, right? But he did. He gave me that suit and I was like, no, I don't fucking want this. This is not what I want, dude. Like it was so bizarre on me. I wouldn't even try it on. I was like, I am not going to look good in that.
I don't want that. I literally,
it literally matches my skin tone. I'm going to look like I'm in the fucking Blue Man Group or some shit with a blue outfit or like.
They won't even see you, honestly. It just might just be your beard. And depending on the lighting, we may never see you again.
Like, is that beard wearing a
suit?
You
could be in my room right now on the wall. I would never know. You're just
the color of your walls is the color of that suit.
I actually think that's a pretty cool color. I don't know if it's complimentary for you.
No,
I can see you with like a olive or like a green suit.
See, you know what? I love olives and greens. Greens are underrated. Shades of brown. I had fucking dope ass fucking 3-piece suit for my wedding.
Oh,
and I went in and I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'll say the name of the store because I'll say it. The first time I went to Men's Warehouse.
Where else would you have gone?
No, there's different places. You put it this way: if you know anything about clothing, you ain't going to fucking Men's Warehouse. That place is a shit show. So Men's Warehouse, if you're listening, go fuck yourself. Here's what I have to think about your store. Me and Deanna are getting into it. Okay.
Yeah.
One, you tried to.
Trying to support you.
She's my hype man back there. She said, "What?" She said, "Fucking yeah." First interaction with an employee of the fucking Men's Warehouse, you try to put me into a cream-colored suit when I show up and give you a list of colors I'm looking for.
That were not cream.
Yeah, and you said, I want you to see something. Like it was the worst sales pitch ever, okay?
Yeah,
that was the first time. And then me and my fiance, who is now my wife at the time, I said to her, we're going to go into this Men's Warehouse. I'm going to let you know it's going to be bad because of this last interaction that happened 20 fucking years before this in a different Men's Warehouse. I said, these people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Watch. So we went in and I said, I want a brown suit. Now, there are different shades of brown. Mm-hmm. I would like to start with that statement. Many shades of brown that can fall into brown and be this and brown and be that. But I said brown. And the guy's reaction, he goes, it's not the 70s, dude. No one wears brown suits anymore.
That's what he said to you?
He said, wearing a fucking polo, by the way. I first off should have walked out the door when I walked in and I see a man selling suits that's not wearing a suit. Fuck you. That's weak. That's weak shit. He had a polo on looking like he was in a work golf outing, okay?
Fuck him.
Fuck him. So let's start with that. He goes, nobody wears brown anymore. So I grab the old Google machine and I say, oh, yeah? There's a whole bunch of different browns. I don't need 1970s porn star or Ron Burgundy brown. I want any one of these. And he goes, dude, nobody's wearing that. And I said, you're fucking wrong. Everybody's wearing that. So then he goes, let me show you some blues. And he shows me, not baby blue, but like a light blue suit that I'm like, no, dude, I'm not a Baptist fucking preacher here.
Sounds like an Easter suit. Like you're about to.
Yes, that's where I'm going. Like church service in the South, Easter fucking blue. And I'm like,
those pastels.
I don't want. Yeah, and he goes, everyone's wearing blues. I said, okay, let's fucking reset. Show me what you have. And then it's like a fall wedding, and he just pulls out these swatches that look like it would be somebody's grandmother's couch. And I said, I'm fucking out of here.
Yeah.
And I went over to the mall, and there was a tuxedo rental place, and I walked in because I was going to buy this suit. My whole life wanted a 3-piece suit. We walked into this tuxedo rental place. As soon as I walked in, it's like, like there was light. And I said, my man, that suit right there is what I'm looking for. It was literally the exact suit in brown that I was looking for.
That's what you meant. You meant to go there. That's what that was.
And I told him, I said, this motherfucker across the street told me this. And he goes, I told him he's wearing a polo. He was fucking wearing a polo. He said, why'd you fucking listen to that guy for? So
that pisses me off because my thing is like, I don't care if you think it's not set. What if I want to look like somebody's from the 70s? Give me what I asked for. I didn't ask you to tell me what I want.
Yeah.
I hate when people do that.
You got a whole, again, you got 3,000 of the same fucking color. Okay. This store sucks. And I shit on them online too. The store fucking sucks.
I love writing reviews.
I love I'd give you a 0 if I could, but they forced me to give you a 1. And I went roast mode on that bastard with his polo and his tucked in his little belly. Oh, his little belly. I didn't appreciate it.
How big was
anyway,
the belly?
That's where we're at. I feel better now. I feel like that was venting.
Good.
Thank you for hearing me out.
Of course, I agree with you.
Got real dark on Men's Warehouse.
It's okay. It sounds like it's well deserved because that's a horrible experience. And I also think a brown suit. Experience. What's wrong with a brown suit? I think any color suit's cool. I think anytime you're trying to look good, is good with me.
I'll send you a picture. It was great. And my son, we got the same suit for him. It was we had our nice like Irish like caps on, like your flat caps and stuff. It was
a lot of people do that for like the fall.
Yeah.
Did you have suspenders? No, you had a 3-piece on. You probably didn't have suspenders.
Shit, now I'm wondering, do we have suspenders? I actually think I may have had. I got it now. I'm.
You don't even know. Look at you. You did all this shit talking.
All this shit. I forget.
You don't even know what you wore.
No. Well, you know what? We all got COVID. Our wedding turned out to be a super spreader event.
You were one of those people.
Was one of those people.
Spitting all over that cake with your nasty.
We were spitting on cake.
I love
and all types of shit.
just taking them down. That's nasty.
Oh my goodness.
I'm happy for you though.
Well, listen. Here's one thing I want to say. If you were in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you were looking for a gem of a woman, a beautiful person, a kind soul, look no further than Deanna. She is hysterical. She's got a great sense of humor. I'm the matchmaker here. I'm going to start my own television show.
Hey,
yeah,
I'm ready.
okay.
Do I have to pay you?
No, shit.
Great. I wasn't.
This is free advertising.
Just keep going.
But you are like I said, just keep being you, and things are going to work out the way they're supposed to. When that is, I don't fucking know. Shit, but keep it up. Just keep being you. That's my advice.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Also, I have a quick tidbit. The last time I chatted with you, you were like pushing me. You were just like, just do your thing. Basically this, except it wasn't a matchmaking deal. But you were very supportive, and I appreciate it because it was one of those things in the back of my head where I was like, I'm just going to do it. So I have like my content page now, and I just talk. But I'm having fun. So
what's your page? You want to share that with everyone?
Yeah. So everybody can follow me. It's Deanna, DEANNA, reviews stuff. And I have a YouTube, I have an Instagram, and I have a Facebook.
There you go.
So you could do that. And I still don't really know what I'm doing on it, but I do like some travel stuff. I do some comedy stuffs on there. People like my opinion on stuff, so I'll just review random foods or
best
books
opinions
and
ever. I love your opinions.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part about you is they're so random.
Yeah,
that you literally have to use the term stuff. I think that's the best way to describe you. It's like I just review shit.
Well, no, it's literally shit. I'll just the one thing that's not as popular is when I eat food, but maybe I just need to make it a sexy mukbang. I think I just need to change it.
A mukbang?
Yeah, when people open the food and they're like.
Oh, hold on a second. There's a kid that says, "Let's get mucking." Is that what that word means? I hate listening to people eat. When did that become a fucking thing?
It's a thing, and people eat, and it's like ASMR, so they'll eat in front of the camera, and I'm like, maybe I should do that.
ASMR is cool. Scissors cutting paper. There's tons of things that you want to listen to. Nothing makes me a worse human than listening to people eat.
So you don't like
somebody
this idea?
Eating and. And I'm just I have to fight the urge to say, I hope you choke on whatever you're eating and die. And then I'm the bad person. You got shadow banned. You're sitting there telling people you want them to die. And I'm like, did you not listen to them eat?
Were you not there?
How
are we not in agreement?
Why is that a thing? My kids always talk about ASMR. There are so many soothing sounds, and with the quality of audio equipment now, you can literally record anything and it sounds so good. Streams.
Hey, you know what? You just may not be the audience.
Yeah.
Which I think is very obvious, but I was just trying to call back to what we were talking about earlier, but some people like it.
Here's what I'm saying, is if you go to the comments section, everyone's like, why the fuck did my algorithm bring me here? What the fuck am I watching this idiot eat for?
All right, okay, I'm not going to do that on my page. Damn.
No, do it once. Will you do it once and give me a shout out, please?
Oh, maybe I'll do it once just to try it.
This is for Mike on the Paddy Wagon. And this
what do you want me
to
eat? Ooh, something crispy, something...
No, something mushy and awful. Fucking deviled eggs.
I love deviled eggs. I can do that.
I know. I love deviled eggs too. But
I don't
think
it's going to be enough.
Potato salad. Just something that sounds
something
like somebody's got gum on their feet and they're just stepping in shit.
Okay. All right, I'll try it. I got to see if I can find... Maybe I'll just get 3 different brands or types of potato salad, like mustard, mayo-based.
What's your favorite?
Potato salad?
What would you say? Mustard's good.
I think I lean more mustard, but I
relish.
Oh yeah, I like relish.
Yeah. Okay.
I fuck with food. Also, I'm so sorry. I've been drinking, and I just feel like I've just been. I hope you haven't heard me. I'm like, I'm just. Carbonation is kicking in, kids.
No, I haven't heard any of that.
Oh shit! Okay, cut this out. Don't let the people
good,
know
please.
I'm gassy.
This is gassy, broad. You're from Texas. You guys all burp. You chew tobacco too?
I saw my spittoon earlier when No, I don't. I actually don't burp a lot either. I just get I get the Magic School Bus Chemistry Project kind of.
So that's called getting old, which you're not quite there yet.
Please.
But that digestion, but those drinks, especially beer, that starts to work its way up. It does.
You act like I don't know. I suffer through this body every day. I'm aware of what's happening. I'm deteriorating every moment.
You're like I'm the one burping, and you're fucking telling me what it is.
Wait till we hang up. You can't I'm gonna let her rip. Recording. You're gonna get reported.
That's no, we don't need that. We don't need that.
Followers well, listen, just start dropping.
Just like, where'd all my listeners go? I used to have 10. Now I only have 9. Yeah. And this episode brought to you by the world's shittiest podcast.
Literally.
Yes. Yeah, we talk a lot. So listen, as always, and I will please come back. It is so much fun talking with you. Yeah. And I know this one I think is even better than the first. You're really fun to chat with. You're hysterical. Please keep up the comedy. I just want, and I love that you have 10 solid minutes of material right now, just starting. That is 2 years worth of shit for people. Like, that's really incredible. So
thank you.
Yeah, keep at it. And,
working on some more stuff. I'm actually entering a comedy competition soon, so fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. I like it. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
And
thanks for having me back.
I love it. We'll have you back again. Good time. We'll talk soon, everybody. Thanks for stopping by.